Yeah, peace, family. Black Jesus checking in, the ambassador to the streets. And I'm back with another Get That Weight Up video. Yeah, financial literacy only in these videos, man. We talk about getting our weight up. We talk about ownership, man. We talk about wealth. We talking about building good credit, man, in order to be successful, man, with this conversation that we should have, man, with our parents or whatever. But now it's finally time to have this conversation. Now, this particular Get That Weight Up financial literacy video, I'm gonna be talking about the difference between credit cards, debit cards, and prepaid cards. The difference in between credit cards, debit cards, and prepaid cards. And if you don't know the difference in between these cards, family, don't worry about it, because we're gonna be all the way dumb and all the way down. We're gonna minute this thing so we can bring it all the way to layman's terms. Now, pretty much it's already known that with a credit card, you know what I'm saying, a credit is exactly what that word says. It's a credit. It's amount of money loaned to you by a bank that pretty much bases this type of money or the amount of credit line strictly based on your credit score that's given to you by the banks. That's the underlying factor that they go off of in order to give you a certain amount of money to your credit line in order for you to use their card, use their services. The money don't have to be paid up front. Like I said, the credit cards are dope because you don't have to pay the money up front. You can always go to the back end and pay it. Now, it's dope with that because if you pay it on the back end on time and you pay everything in a timely fashion, that your credit score will boost up. You know what I'm saying? You will be able to get more money, more credit cards, and more credit lines, be able to move and to build ownership. But you got to be definitely have to be careful with these credit cards because you know, if you do, you can do the opposite. If you don't pay the money on time, you would lower your credit score, you would get in debt, and you would start to accumulate debt. So really be careful about credit cards and how you use them. But they are definitely good to have in case of emergencies and to build that credit all the way up. Now, debit cards is just you actually getting involved with the bank. Is backed by a bank, and so is credit cards. Debit cards are backed by banks, but you're using your money to put on that card, and what money that you use on that card is the money that you have to spend. Now, you got to be careful with some banks because with some credit cards they charge fees, but it's dope now because they have a lot of online banking services that do not charge fees for their cards, and they also spot your limits and stuff like that. But definitely, man, with debit cards, be careful. Don't go over them because you'll start getting fees from your banks. And the prepaid cards is just that, family. Prepaid is not bad by a bank. You put the money on it, and all transactions with that prepaid card is totally based on the money that you put in. So know the difference in between credit card, debit cards, and prepaid cards, family. Build your credit, build your wealth, build ownership, and definitely, man, always check on that credit score. Make sure it's right to get more credit line that you need for home ownership or car buying or anything that you want, because the better your credit score, man, the less that you come out your pocket. So let's be careful about how we move out here, family. Financially, get that weight up, man. You already know, man, financial literacy. You know how we do, man. Let's get into this comment section, man. Let's chop it up. Let's build wealth, and let's do how we supposed to do, y'all. Pot at the end of the rainbow. That's what we looking for, y'all. Until the next video, peace.